DreamWorks, I trusted you to make good quality animated movies, like How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World level. Now you resort back to your Shark Tale ways for some reason? Well, time to add this movie to my worst of DreamWorks animation pile. Yo, what is up, my Cinedroids? G to the S here. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing The Croods: A New Age, a sequel to the 2013 original film, which I also have yet to review. Hopefully it's as much of a better film than this pile of sequel-itis garbage. Anywho, searching for a safer habitat, the prehistoric Crood family discovers an idyllic, walled-in paradise that meets all of its needs. Unfortunately, they must also learn to live with the Bettermans, a family that's a couple steps above the Croods on the evolutionary ladder. As tensions between the new neighbors start to rise, a new threat soon propels both clans on an epic adventure that forces them to embrace their differences, draw strength from one another, and survive together. Yeah, people, you need to look up the definition of the word epic, because right off the bat, in terms of the movie's comedic timings and or humor, all this film resorts to is constant silly antics and cringy love triangle scenes that don't serve any purpose to the story at all. And yes, I get it, it's a cartoon. You're not supposed to take this seriously. Sure, call me an overgrown fanboy that needs a little more heavy emotion in movies I watch all my life. But in my opinion, even in the movie's use of character development, and this may also be considered a spoiler, but come on, are you that concerned? But your two main characters in this movie, one of them who goes by the name of Guy, played by the Merc with the Mouth himself, Ryan Reynolds, and Eep, played by Emma Stone, one of the Croods, all they do is go gaga at each other and share their overwhelmingly cringe-worthy love triangle moments scattered within this whole film, and I'm just sitting in a theater face-palming and groaning, wishing all that would just end and focus on telling a good story. But nope. The movie wants to be a wacky, goofy, and more of an unnecessary love story just for the sake of goofy antics, silly slapstick, and love triangle moments throughout this whole movie. I'm better than that. I need some heavy drama with some comedic moments sprinkled in, and good dialogue between the characters, and a better moral message every once in a while. In terms of execution, sure, the moral message is there, but I feel like it's hammered in a little too much. The moral message is that the destiny that you're searching for isn't a place, it's someone who's close to you, and that's still not a bad message for kids. It's just that it needs to be a little more intelligent about what message they're trying to send to families. This movie failed on delivering that. I'm sorry, it's just bad. The dramatic moments in this film, they don't have the heavy impact than some of the films I watch, and maybe even some of the games I play. Like the Uncharted games, for example. All 5 of them. Yes, including their latest spin-off sequel, The Lost Legacy. But they all deal with an emotional message about when it comes to embarking on an adventure, searching for a long-lost treasure thousands of years ago, is there any point in doing so? Sometimes it might not be worth it to risk your own life searching for it. Sometimes it might prove to you that you're just as bad as the Nazis that are trying to get to your goal first. Whatever the reason, the #1 question that has always been cherished so much in our hearts and minds is that what are you trying to prove to people if you're on this quest to reclaim the treasure for yourself? Sure, it's not something that kids could learn from, and it's not necessarily for your kids, even though I do play these games with my younger brother who's 9 years old, but that's beside the point. It's still an emotional moral message that I do appreciate all the time, every time I play them. This movie, not so much. It's just another one of those watered down versions of any William Shakespeare play put to the big screen with no sense of down-to-earth realism whatsoever. Now, I will admit, the CG animation never fails to impress me. I liked how the CG animation looked in this movie, I'll give DreamWorks that. Whenever they show scenes that are grand and epic in scale and size, it looked amazing. Even the swooping camera shots in terms of cinematography doesn't look that bad either. The voice acting direction from Joel Crawford, I don't know, I'm sort of half and half. Sometimes the voice actors did a really good job in playing their roles, sometimes half of them are just phoning them in. What really surprised me about this movie though is the fact that they managed to cast the actress who played Rose from the Star Wars sequels in this movie, Kelly Marie Tran. That is the only reason it sold me into watching this movie. Damn it, DreamWorks, why do you do this to me? Don't you ever go down that path again. You failed once with Shark Tale. Don't do this to me again. In the end, I think you get the gist here. I thought The Croods: A New Age was not that much of a good film. At all. The story suffers from unnecessary goofy slapstick in terms of comedy. The characters were poorly developed, the plot was misleading, and the execution of it all was a total waste of time. In short, I hated it. And as a result, I rate The Croods: A New Age 1.5 stars out of 5. I mean, if you do want to see this movie, if you want to see this movie with your kids, sure, fine, be my guest. But for me, I was not satisfied whatsoever. So The Croods: A New Age. You've seen it, right? Well, let me know in the comments which movie sequel disappointed you in your entire life. I would love some answers about that down below, please. But if you like this video and you want to see some more, make sure that like button shines in your face. That'll totally help me out a ton. Also, share that video with your family and friends and favorite it. That's a very good way to show support for this review. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell right next to you so you can be notified of future videos that I have in store for you. Also, if you want a shout out in a future video, just follow me on both Instagram and Twitter, and I will choose one of my Cinedroids to be displayed as a shout out. The link's in the description below. And also follow me on Stardust so you can catch early reactions to movies, TV show episodes, and trailers. I'll put a link to that below in the description as well so you can download the app for yourself. But until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.